I'm sure each of you share the pride I feel in our recipients tonight. In the last year, I visited many of the schools in our board, and those visits have only served to affirm my belief in the quality of education we provide to our young people here in Halton's public schools. Our mission as a board is pursuing excellence in education through commitment and service. That mission forms the core of our board goals, which serves as a roadmap to prepare our students for the challenges of the approaching new century. Tonight, we can focus on the positive results of that pursuit of excellence. What does that really mean? What is the definition of excellence for the people who work in our system and the students we serve? Well, I feel that excellence means today what it's always meant: doing your very best in everything and in every way. Certainly there's no clearer definition of the real meaning of excellence than the 83 students we are honoring here tonight. Their outstanding efforts speak volumes about the quality of education provided by the Halton Board of Education. As an educator, I'm gratified to see the results of this pursuit of excellence. I'm also pleased to see the many friends and family members here to share in this celebration. They also deserve thanks, and throughout this evening we will be taking some time to recognize their efforts. Before I finish tonight, I would like to share with our honorees one of my favorite sayings, told to me, actually put on a report card that I had back in grade 8 by a former teacher. He told me that everything you do is a self-portrait. Autograph your work with excellence. I can give you no better advice this evening than that. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bob. Our next speaker is Mr. Dave Coons, Chair of the Halton Board of Education. Dave?
Thank you very much, Graham, and to Director Bob, my colleagues, trustees that are with us this evening. I'm just delighted and pleased to be able to speak to you this evening on behalf of all of the trustees who together form the Halton Board of Education collectively. And we represent tens of thousands of young public school students that are within our system. My fellow trustees share with you a great pride in the young people being honored here tonight. And their success is tremendously positive reflection on the working partnership of the parents, the staff, and the students here in our communities. This evening we mark the 9th anniversary of a celebration of student excellence. And over the years, it has remained a special time to honor outstanding achievement. Certainly, it's an honor to be chosen as the representative of excellence of your individual schools. And there is no greater recognition than one receives from one's peers. And as recipients, you should be indeed very proud of this honor. The Halton Board of Education has developed a well-deserved reputation as a leader in quality education. The students we're honoring here this evening are visible examples of why that reputation has been so developed. This event provides our board with a chance to share the students' successes in all of the communities that are represented here this evening. And the excellence we see here is the result of a unique and positive partnership of the school, the student, and their each individual community. And the quality of our students reflects this lasting and vital link between schools and their community as well. And I encourage each of you to continue to be interested and involved as partners in the education of that most important asset that we have, our students. This evening certainly is a celebration of success. And I leave tonight with you a message about what excellence really is. The secret of success is to do the common things uncommonly well. Remember that. And tonight we are recognizing these fine young people who undertook their everyday school activities through extraordinary efforts, and they've achieved this excellence. And I'm sure there are many, many other out there who they also represent. My wish for you, as I'm sure my colleagues on the board share with me as well is that you will carry this commitment to excellence with you through your life. And I challenge those of us here as parents and as representatives of the school system to continue to foster a belief in the potential of each young child. So honorees, enjoy your evening. You've earned it. You've earned this success, and all of us here want to be here to share this with you, this joy and your pride. We offer you only the very best wishes for your future endeavors.
At this time, we'll start the recognition of our elementary school students. I would like to call on Mr. Paul Anthony, Administrative Assistant, for the presentations to recipients from the North Area schools. Paul.
Good evening. I'm standing in for Dave Katz, our superintendent of schools. He's ill. In fact, has lost his voice, which would have made this a difficult task. So he's asked me to stand in, and it's my honor to do so. Joining me on the stage at this time is Dave Whiting, our trustee in Acton, and Mr. Dick Howitt, our trustee in Georgetown, and they'll be presenting to the first group of our students. Adam Brown from Brookville School. Julie Pollock, Centennial Public School. Lindsay Nemeth, E.W. Foster Public School. David Hope, George Kennedy Public School. Kara Edwards, Glenn Williams. Carolyn Benson, Harrison Public School. Lindsay Reed, J.M. Denye's Public School. Christina Otten, Joseph Gibbons Public School. Brendan Glad, Limehouse. And Lindsay Almond, MZ Public School. I guess I can leave off the public, can't I? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing our first group of recipients. Joining me on the stage for our second group, I'd like to introduce Flo Belford, trustee in Milton, and trustee Bob Clark. Reese Davies, Martin Street School. Jamie Burrow, Mackenzie Smith, Megan McCracken, Park, Andrea Kovacevic, Percy W. Murray, Brenna Eller, Pineview, Adam Fredericks, Robert Baldwin, Laura Cobsa, Robert Little, Tim Franklin, Sam Sharp, Maureen Tees, Stewarttown Senior, and Katie Rollwagon from W.I. Dick Middle School. Again, if you join me in honoring our second group of recipients.
The recipients for the first group, Leslie Marriott from Abbey Lane Public School. Paul Varterisen from Brantwood. Ryan Klatt from Brookdale. Sarah Dunbar from Chisholm. Brooke Sharp from E.J. James. Keith Delaney from Eastview. Charlotte Smith from Falgarwood. Matthew Bradford from Gladys Spears. Heather Watt from Lynbrook. Mariel Zalea from Lawrence Goose. Please join me in recognizing our first group of recipients. Thank you. Can we call on the second group, please? It's my pleasure to introduce to you Trustee Linda Lane and Trustee Cheryl Reed. Our second group of recipients for tonight from the Oakville Schools. Farzah Said. Farzah is from Maple Grove. Kate Featherstone from Montclair. Jonathan Valou from Munns. Becky Richardson from New Central. Philip Maryvale from Oakwood. Jeff Wilson from Pilgrimwood. Stefan Tashan from Pine Grove. David Fiddler from River Oaks. Laura Douglas from Sheridan School. Andrew Hutanen from Sunningdale. And finally, Jennifer Handel from W.H. Morden. Please join me in recognizing the second group. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a significant number of people, through their support and nurturing, have helped these students attain their places. Would the parents, please, the principals, the relatives, and the teachers of these recipients from Oakville, please stand and be recognized.
Thank you, Bob. Each year, schools from the area in which this event is being held are invited to perform at a celebration of student excellence. To begin this evening's musical program, we have a group of students who are very excited about being here to entertain you. All 70 of them are grade 4, 5, and 6 students from Ryerson Public School. A group that's gaining a reputation for a musical quality mix and a real enthusiasm. This evening, the choir is being directed by Susan Smiley and accompanied by Leslie McAllister on the piano, and also Rativan Martinka on the violin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Ryerson Public School Junior Choir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present the recipients from the Burlington schools. With me on stage are trustees Marg Bullock and Ann Barbu. Stephanie Bakita from Brand Hills. Thomas McMurton from Bruce T. Lindley. Amber Brown from C.H. Norton. Gina Lee from Central. Jay Murdoch, Champlain. Adrian Harris, Clarksdale. Cynthia Sloan from Dr. Charles Best. Jamie Brock from Fairfield. Jenny Ryersey from Frontenac. Matt Denomy from Glenview. Julie Palm from John T. Tuck. Karen Rapson from Kilbride. And Lisa Hollenbeck from Kings Road. Please join me in honoring our first group. Katie Denomy from Maplehurst. Graham Burry from Mohawk Gardens. Michael Martin from Mountain Gardens. Wes Hutchings, Paul A. Fisher. Aaron McLaughlin, Pauline Johnson. Heather Morgan from Pineland. Becky Inkster from Rolling Meadows. Michael Terzis from Ryerson. Robin Spear from Ernest McMillan. Becky Hamburg from Tecumseh. Jenny Bateman from Tom Thompson. and Gary Holman from W.E. Brecken. Please join me in recognizing our secretary.
For our last group of presentations this evening, I'd like to introduce Betty Moore, Superintendent of Schools, Secondary, to recognize the secondary honorees.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our secondary students and presenting the awards on stage, Trustee Lynn Clark, Ward 1 in Oakville, and Trustee Linda Glover, Ward 3 in Burlington. Trish Denny, Acton District High School. Rose Matozo from Aldershot High School. Heidi Borgman, Burlington Central High School. She comes with her own cheering section today. Christopher Wood, Ernest C. Drury High School. And Malcolm Hodge from General Brock High School. Elizabeth DeRosa from General Wolfe High School. And Michael Deluche, Georgetown District High School. And Vicki Serdiksen from Lester B. Pearson High School. Janine Vogel, Lord Elgin High School. And Kirsten Harrison from M.M. Robinson High School. And Shanna Holloway from Milton District High School. And Jeremy Ethan from Nelson High School. And Stephanie Walter from Oakville Trafalgar High School. Cindy Phelan from Queen Elizabeth Park School. Jennifer McSween from Thomas A. Blakelock High School. And Karen Stefanoff was not able to join us this evening from White Oaks. She will also receive her award. Please join me in recognizing our secondary students.
Before we finish this evening, I would like to take a moment to thank the people who have made tonight so special for our recipients. The Ryerson Public School Choir, the Burlington Central High School Wind Ensemble, for their professional musical performances. I think you'll agree there is no shortage of talent in Burlington. The members of the planning team are most appreciative of the assistance and cooperation they have received from the staff and students at Nelson High School. We thank you for your warm hospitality. And a special thanks to the teachers, Joe Harwood and Dennis Amy, and the student, Brad Bakelman, and the people responsible for this new medallion you see suspended behind me. The design was done on the new CAD/CAM system, which is part of the new technology in the school's wood shop. It's a really fine application of a wonderful computer, and I feel we agree, as I agree, this is a beautiful job and will be used for many ceremonies to come. Thanks to the food staff and students at General Brock High School who prepared the refreshments we will be enjoying shortly. To Glenn Siama, our staff photographer, who spent many hours working on this event, Gary Ball, the board's graphic artist, and the printing department for the fine job on the programs and picture folders. Last but not least, a well-deserved thank you to the planning team who put this evening together. Ron Banier, Vice Principal of E.C. Drury High School, Trustee Linda Glover, Trustee for Ward 3, Burlington, Shirley Chazon, Vice Principal, Glenview Public School, Jan Murdoch, Vice Principal of Eastview Public School, Kathy Olden, Vice Principal of Brookville Public School, Ruth Peden, Vice Principal of Nelson High School, and Chair Helen Clark, Communications Project Coordinator of the J.W. Singleton Center. The formal ceremony is over, but the celebration will continue, not only this evening, but throughout the year, as we all strive to be the best that we can be. Ladies and gentlemen, the Burlington Central Wind Ensemble.